There's Miss Harley. We're sitting out in our new to us fifth wheel camper, and I am working on, oh gosh, let's see if I can show you guys another strip for my mile a minute crocheted blanket. It's not as dark as that blue. It's a little bit lighter, almost like a blue green, but my lighting's making it look like it's a blue, and it's really not that blue. So it's on the back of my chair, and I figured as I make one, I'm going to add it to my blanket. And there is my crocheted slippers that I made. I made 2 pairs of these. I held 2 worsted weight yarns together with an 8mm hook, and literally all it is you crochet a rectangle, single crochet in the back loops until the size you want, and you sew it up. I love them. My sister gave me the idea. She's made a few pairs now. I'll put a couple pictures here. And I jumped on the wagon. So these ones are green and white. And my other ones are a red, not a red apple, red heart stripe and purple. I have a little video here for you guys to show them. And I made homemade pom-poms for them. But I thought I'd come on and do a little video. I worked today, and I worked the evening job cleaning. I am pooped. But yeah, so this is our new little camper. It's still pretty much empty. We haven't really got much in it yet. But it's going to have some adventures this year with us this summer. And we're pretty excited. Yeah, so this is the intro to my video. I haven't been on in a little while. Most of you guys know who are regulars that I had to have some things done in my mouth. But I'll be back and start hanging with you guys again. Right, Harley? She's laying on my project bag. Watching Mama. She goes for a haircut soon for the summer. Right? She's getting long-haired and shaggy. Oh, here she comes. Hi. Oh, she's going to read up on my lap. She is not used to me being back to work, so she's pretty lonesome. She doesn't like it. I guess, Daddy's not as cuddly as I am. But yeah, that's what I'm working on tonight. Usually in the summertime when I get off work, I'm pretty tired. I don't do very much crochet or knitting, but I've been thinking a lot about it. And this blanket here, the mile a minute, I'm just going to keep it there. And as I get a stripe down, I'll add it to it. I want it to be double the width of what it is right now. I'm also going to be bringing out my tulip blanket that I made. But anywho, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to chill out, crochet a bit more before I get ready for bed. And I will see you guys in a couple days. Bye. Hi. How are you guys all doing? I'm out with the dogs and Bruce to a little spot we bring them. You guys have been here with us lots before. I've missed doing videos. It's been almost 3 weeks post-op from getting all my top teeth taken out, and I think about 7 weeks for my bottoms. I don't have, I'll just put this here, it's a little bit of an update for my health update. I don't have any crochet or knitting to show you guys this time, but I will in the next clip. So yeah, it's been 6 weeks, I think, since my bottom's out. I'm still going through all the process of having them adjusted because my gums shrink extremely fast, but here's my top ones. Aren't they pretty? Oh, the mosquitoes are out already. But yeah, so the first week of healing, week and a half was a bit rough. I actually went back to work 7 days after getting my tops pulled out. Harley, no. And I was a bit worried about it because I do physical labor. But my gums healed extremely fast. I had no problems. I'm just finishing up my 2nd week now. And yeah, so it's just a process of getting to fit my mouth right because my gums shrink so fast, and learning to talk with them. I can't eat hard food yet. I miss bread. I miss pork chops, bacon. I've been eating a lot of mashed potatoes and jello. Not jello. I can't stand jello anymore. Pudding, chocolate pudding has been like my go-to. I absolutely love chocolate pudding. I can eat it probably 5 times a day. And I can eat hamburger. I love sloppy joe mix made up with mashed potatoes on the bottom. And I can eat chicken. Chicken's good. So as you can tell, talking, my bottom lip, it's really weird. I went to the denturist yesterday and he did some work, but I can't wear my bottoms more than a couple of hours still because it's just the pressure. And I noticed that I grind my teeth really bad when I have my bottoms in. Like, I tend to grind them together. So I go back in a week and a half to have them adjusted because I think it's the bite that's off. And there's the whole process of having different things in my mouth. But this is just a little update to say hi and you guys know that I'm good. And I'm getting there. It's a process. My workplace has been amazing with it. They've been really, really supportive. And it's a positive, to be honest. But we've had great weather the last few weeks. We haven't had snow in about 2.5 weeks. I don't even think there's any snow left. Maybe a couple spots. Like even here in the woods, there's none left. I think I noticed a little spot in town that had a little bit. But the grass is green. We were mowing yesterday in town for work. No, 2 days ago we did some mowing. And then we're going to be full out mowing and weed whacking on Monday because the grass is growing extremely fast here and it's beautiful. It's green. Yeah. So I have been knitting and crocheting. I'm going to show you guys in the next clip a few things that I've got done. Not a lot. I'm back to work, so when I come home, I'm extremely tired. I'm tired because I think the other day I did about 20,000 steps. Like, I walk a lot at work. But I just want to come on and say hi because I haven't done one and I've been wanting to record and I didn't want to come on without any teeth in my mouth. At least I have my top ones, but they are pretty. It's learning to smile with them too, right? Because when I first got them in, my smile was like and I had to get used to kind of relax my lip and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'm back to work full time. I still work my other evening job. So Mondays and Tuesdays, it's long days. And then I also work the other job on Sundays. Summer's here. Spring, summer, whatever. It's beautiful. We had 20 degrees today, Celsius, 22 tomorrow. And uh-oh. No. There's a lot of rabbits this year, and our big dog is a lab mix, Nettie, and anything that moves, she wants to chase it. And we're trying to get her out of it because we're not going to allow her to chase wildlife. That's a no. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to spend some time with the dogs and with Bruce and enjoy the outdoors, hear the birds. Been a long day. But I've missed you guys. I really have. And Alice, I'm going to send you some warm weather. Because I'd love to. Give you some warm weather so you can go to your camp. And I'll be back in a bit to show you guys what I've been working on. And I pulled out a couple of work in progresses that I want to do as well and get done up. Been a little bit weird. I haven't been on camera for a while, so I kind of feel a little bit weird. But on the good note, I have lost, I think, 9 pounds. I mean, maybe not the most healthiest way because I'm eating mashed food. But I'm still getting a lot of my vegetables. I'm still eating healthy. It's just mashed or pureed. Now come here. Come here. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys in a bit. Take care. Bye. Hi. I'm back, as I promised. I am Janice of Jandar Living Life. I see I have some new subscribers. Hello and welcome to my little channel where you can find me doing knitting, crocheting, camping. This time of the year until early winter, it's a lot of camping adventures outside. Me and my husband are outside enthusiasts. And then I have Harley with me today. Nettie's out with Bruce and my youngest son. I live in Alberta, for those of you who don't know, which is in Canada. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys who live with me and my husband, and I have a daughter who lives in southern Alberta who is going to have her first baby this fall. So we're all excited about that. Today is going to be me just sharing. In the first part of this video, and those of you who've known I've had to go through having my teeth removed. So my talking's a little bit different today. I have my bottom teeth in and I'm not used to them yet. So I'm still learning how to navigate talking with plastic in my mouth. Let's put it that way. But I'm in our new 5th wheel camper. We just purchased it, I think it was last weekend, or the weekend before. And we're still in the process of, putting things in it. The one thing I did put in it was this. This is the tulip blanket that I finished, I think maybe a month ago or so, because I couldn't wait to put something homemade or crocheted in here that's been done. And then in the beginning of this video, you'd see the other blanket I have on the chair, which I'm still in the process of making the mile a minute crochet blanket. I haven't done much on that in the last 2 weeks since being back to work. I do have to take one of the rows out. This purple row right here. The yarn was a bit thicker than the other colors, so this row here, the purple one, went too big. It's too long on the ends, and it's just way too bulky, sorry. So that one's gonna come out, and I did another strip the other day that I showed you guys, and that one came out too small. It's a bit thinner, and this is a problem I have when I crochet and I don't write stuff down. I forget the size of the hook that I'm using, and I think I used a size 6 hook. I think that might be what's kind of screwing me up a little bit. I've been using wrong size hooks, but I love it. It's beautiful when it gets done. It's going to be quite nice. The one thing I can say, and I don't know if any of you people are that staying campers, do you ever notice that your crochet or your knitting things kind of take on a bit of a different smell? Every camper or RV that we've owned, when I have knit or crocheted items in it, I just find it takes on a different smell, and I don't like it. So I'm not sure if it's the damp that happens in campers when they're sitting and they're not, don't have heat or maybe airflow. I'm not sure. So yeah, the first thing I want to show you guys that I have done, I put it on a little video a couple weeks ago, was this market bag that I made. This was me just doing this out of my head. I didn't follow a pattern, and I added my own little bubbles around the handle to make it a little bit cute.
This was made with, I think it's a Karen blossom cake maybe. It's a cotton, one of the bigger balls you can get, or skeins. No, cake, one of the bigger cakes you can get. But I love it. I haven't used it yet. I actually, just before I came on to see you guys today, I weaved in the ends on the handles and the one at the bottom. But super quick to make. I think I did this in a day and a half when, after I had, I believe, my top teeth taken out and we were just out driving. I need to get out of the house. But yeah, so I did that. And then I also knit slippers, which I had showed you guys. You'll see me wearing a pair in the first part of this video. But here's my other ones that I did. This is with red heart stripes and a plain purple. The purple that's in the Mile a Minute crochet blanket. And pom-poms. These are beginner friendly. If you know how to chain and single crochet, you can make these. I think I casted on 30 stitches, and then you go back and forth every row, single crochet in the back loop until you get a rectangle, basically until it fits over around your foot. That's it. You sew up one end of the rectangle here, and the toe, you run your stitches through them all, pull it tight, it kind of clinches it in, and then you sew down the top part of your rectangle until you have the opening for your foot. I love these. I haven't worn these ones yet, but my white and green ones I have worn the moment I come in the camper. I have them on. And usually at nighttime I don't sleep with anything on my feet. I get too hot. But the last few nights I woke up in the morning and I still have my slippers on my feet. Awesome, awesome pattern. I'm gonna make more of these. I would like to have 3 or 4 pairs in the camper, a couple for Bruce, for myself, and I think they're perfect gift items because I can sit in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half if I'm just relaxing. I can do a whole rectangle. It's yarn held double, or you can use chunky yarn. I used an 8mm crochet hook too, so they're quite fast. That's something else that I did in the last 2 weeks. And I started 2 days ago. I'm going to start making some baby things for the grandbaby coming up. So I made a little baby sock. And I am just using DK weight yarn that I had from a blanket. Oh, my needles. Just DK weight, 2 different colors of green, and 3.25mm needles. And it came out with the most adorable little sock. And what I like about it is that this cuff can be kind of tucked down a little bit. I haven't weaved in the ends yet. We all know I'm bad for that. Just like that. So today I'm going to cast on the second pair and have the second sock for this one done. But isn't that freaking cute? How cute is that? I can sit and have one of these done in about 2 hours. It's so fast, right? So that's another thing that I've done. So I've done slippers, I've done market bag, I added a few more rows on my blanket. And then, do you guys remember a couple months ago, I started the Homeboy sweater? This here. Do you guys remember this? It was during the winter. The V-neck one. And I put it down. I just stopped completely because the back was taking forever. This is what I got done on the back. And it's basically, I don't even think a quarter of it done yet. But I dug it back out a couple days ago. And this is what I've been working on. Besides doing the socks. I'm going to lose my needles. Harley's laying right on my stuff. And this sweater is being done out of Loops and Thread Luxe Merino wool blend. It's a tweed. It's called, these have, chalk blue tweed. I love this yarn. I love it. I have nothing bad to say about it. And tweed is probably my favorite type of yarn. Like, I love tweed. It's number one on the top of the list for me. I love it. I love the look of it. I find you can take a solid color, and when you have the tweed in it, I don't know, it looks rustic to me. But this is what I'm doing this out of. I have lots of this. Bruce bought me this for my birthday last December. No, a year ago. So it'd be a year. It was a year last December that he bought me this to crochet a different sweater I was going to do, and I didn't like it. I find a lot of times when I purchased the pattern, but she didn't have it test crocheted. She didn't have testers do it, and it became a big problem. And trying to get a hold of her, no answer. Things weren't right in her pattern. So that's why I think it's good if you're going to put a pattern out, have it tested. And not just one or two testers. Have enough testers out there so that when we're paying money for that pattern, we know that the glitches have been worked out. Because nothing worse than me paying $8 or $10 for a pattern and it's full of mistakes. I have issues with that. Because it's my money, right? And I'm paying you, well, paying the designer to give me something that I can create from what they've made. But yeah, that is it. I can't say that I've done a lot, but I mean, I've been back to work now for 2 weeks and it's summer. So I work really hard at work, a lot of physical labor. My body's not doing very well. I'm actually not feeling good today. I woke up in a lot of pain, just tired. I do not feel well. And I think it's my body telling me that this line of work is not something that's meant for me anymore, because I'm not 20 anymore, and I'm working with 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds, and I can't keep up with them. So it makes it harder for me. And so in the meantime, I'm going to continue working here, but I've been searching for other things. I have, my Class 1 license to drive a truck. I can go anywhere and work with that. But I don't want to beat my body up either. I'm not getting any younger. And when I come home from work and I'm in pain all night, I can't sleep because I'm in pain, it's not the greatest thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's pretty much it. We're waiting to get the fifth wheel hitch attached to our truck, hopefully by the end of next week. We're having a hard time to find people to install fifth wheels. A lot of these little mechanics don't anymore. But we've been given leeway on a different company in town that does this. We're going to call them Monday because we want to get on the road. This is just parked in our yard. I keep the blinds pulled, especially on the south side, because it's where the highway's at, and I like privacy. But it's still nice sitting in here. We may not be camping, but it's still the feel of camping, right? Just being in it. And we have the power hooked up. But yeah, I don't have many plans this weekend. It's May 9th, by the way. I forgot to say what date it was. I am going to do some baking. Bruce wants some bread and rolls, and I'm going to make some cinnamon knots. And I figured I can make some cookies for the boys. I can't eat any of it yet, which is good, because if I could, I'd probably eat the whole thing of cookies. Right now, where I haven't been able to eat them. But I'm going to work on this today, get a few more rows on it, and I'm going to do the second sock to the baby pair that I've got started for my daughter. And I'm going to chill today. I'm going to chill. And I'm going to nap if my body needs me to have a nap. And I think we're going to probably go out with the dogs as well and give them a good run and be out in nature again. Nature seems to rejuvenate me. I don't know what it is. But yeah. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I could just sit here and ramble for the next few minutes, but I hope you guys are all doing well. I have loved the lovely comments. With me putting a few posts on there. And it feels good to be back, get back in the groove again, and then to be able to start doing some more filming when we're out and about in nature in the big outdoors, because I long for it. I've been waiting all winter to get out in the big outdoors again where it's not cold. I think today's supposed to be 19 Celsius, so it's going to be nice. It's quite warm. I actually went and got comfy, indoor comfy jogging pants, comfy hoodie, and then came outside to come to the camper, and I was like, whoa, it's hot. And I had the heat on in the camper too, so I had to shut that off. So yeah, it's getting back in the groove of this. I may have to look at the pattern a little bit, but I have a long ways to go for this back part. And I know, like, once I get in the groove of it, things go quick. It's just keeping myself entertained while doing it, right? So let's see here. If I hold this back panel to the front panel in half. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm a quarter of the way on the back. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to do it. The only thing I don't like is she also does the sleeves in this flat. She even does the cuff for the sleeves and the bottom separately and sews them on. I'm not doing that. I'm going to see if I'm able to sew up the sides and attach for the sleeves and do them around all the way down. That is my goal. I'll find a way to do the stitches. Sorry, the stitches are knit one, half double crochet in the front loop, half double crochet in the back loop. That's all this whole thing is done with, and gives the most awesome texture. I hope you guys can see it. Isn't that beautiful? And it's all just half double crochets. So that's my goal, is I would like to get, I know summer's coming, but this is quite late, like maybe we're in the evenings, is to get the back part of this done before the end of the month. And I want to pick up my other sweater I'm doing with the Briggs & Little now that I'm starting to feel better, well, except for today, and be able to put my mind back into it. That's why I haven't been working on it, because I need to, when I'm doing my cables and counting, I have to be able to focus, and focus hasn't been my strong point the last, I'm going to say, month. Yeah, it just hasn't. But if I didn't have crochet and I didn't have my knitting, I honestly don't know how I would have got through it. And if I didn't have Bruce, he has been the most wonderful help. Even on days that I'm cranky, I'm moody, and I'm emotionally drained from dealing with this whole thing with my mouth, which is I'm still dealing with it. And, dealing with going back to work, and my body just doesn't feel like it can do this physical labor anymore. I've done it for years, and I just feel like now it's, my body, I really feel, is telling me you need to find something different to do. But he has just been there the whole way through this with me. He comes into all my appointments. He sits there with me. I suffer from anxiety. So when they have to put that stuff in your mouth and they tell you not to swallow, I immediately, I freak out. But it's just, and my kids, my support, my family, my sister and my mom and my dad, I can be hard to deal with sometimes, I think, and they have just poured out the love and the support. And then coming on and seeing your guys' comments, it's been a good feeling, to get through this and know that I'm going to be okay, and that even though things are changing and I'm not eating how I used to eat, I'm still going to be okay. So I'm thankful to have the knowledge to knit and crochet. I was gifted some more fabric last week, so I'm going to this weekend sew up a few more of the prosperity birds and start some hot pads. What's the other thing I wanted to sew? There's hot pads and oven mitts, but the square oven, do you know what I mean? Oven mitts you put your hand into. Hot pads you put a hot pot on. But what is it when they're square and you take your pots out? My mind went blank. But you know what I mean, right? You use it to take your pot out of the oven or a hot frying pan. I'm going to make some of those. And I have another lady who reached out to me is going to give me a bunch of scrap pieces as well. Because I have a project that I'm going to start sewing. I have the goal to start sewing it in August for the new grandbaby coming. And I want to be able to practice on all these small things first. I'll put a little picture right here of the first prosperity bird that I've made. It just needs stuffing. And I'll talk more about that in the next video because I want to make more of them. And do a little bit of explaining about that. But in the meantime, I'm going to let you guys go. I have a bit of a mess here. I want to cast on the sock and get the second one done for this. This is so cute. Look at it. It's just freaking tiny. Get the second one started for this and get it done today and have it packed away. I am also have a second project I'm going to be starting for the baby. I've got some dark brown tweed yarn. I will introduce that as well in the next video. But until then, I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe, and taking care of yourselves. Because, you know, we have to. We have to take care of ourselves. We may take care of others and take care of our children and people around us, but always make sure to take care of ourselves, because if we don't, we will, right? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. And until next time, smile.